Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the NBA slate on DraftKings for Thursday, February 8th. We got another 6-game slate today. I am recording today's video a little bit later than normal. I've been on tilt pretty much the whole night. I'm recording this video like at 11 o'clock, pretty late. That Pacers Pelicans game getting postponed, pretty annoying. Had like half my lineup in cash, like my cash game lineup had like almost a full game stack there. I think I had like 4 or 5 guys from that game in my cash lineup. So I've been on tilt pretty much all night, been very annoyed. So since I'm recording today's video a little bit later than normal, I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker. I'm still going to go through each position and give my 5 plays, but we'll definitely try and speed things up a bit. But before we do get started, make sure you guys give the video a like, drop a like on the vid, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button down below so that way you'll never miss out on any of my new videos. But yeah, guys, starting off at point guard on today's 6-game slate. Looking up top here, we got Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry up top here. Westbrook is questionable. As I'm recording this on Wednesday night, Westbrook, a guy we rarely ever see ever get questionable, ever get just miss games in general. Westbrook's one of those guys, he never rests. He usually always plays games. Pretty surprising to see him questionable. I have a good chance Westbrook's going to play this game. If he does not play, that will open up Raymond Felton as like probably one of the best values on the board. He's only like 3,400, 3,500. He's going to be a great value today if Westbrook is out. If Westbrook plays, not sure if I want to pay nearly $12K for him, even though it is a really good matchup against the Lakers. I really like Steph Curry today. You get Curry for $2,000 cheaper. And as I'm recording this on Wednesday night, Kevin Durant is questionable. There is a chance Kevin Durant misses this game against Dallas. And if that is the case, I think Curry, really good play here. When Durant is off the court, Curry just has the ball in his hands so much. Going to see a high usage rate. Going to have to take a ton of shots if Durant misses today. Great matchup against this Dallas team that does really struggle to defend the point guard position. So I love Curry here, especially if KD misses. And if he does miss, I think Curry, one of the best studs to pay up for on this slate. And since I like Curry so much, I'm probably not going to be paying up for like Dame, Kimba, Kyle Lowry. Just not sure if these are guys I'm really trying to jam in. So like in this mid tier, if we wanted to go here, you could maybe play like Dennis Schroeder here against the Magic. That is a great matchup. Schroeder's minutes lately been a bit concerning. He's only been playing like low 30s. Only played 25 minutes last game against Memphis. That was a blowout though. The minutes haven't been very high for Schroeder. The production hasn't really been there lately. At 7,300, you want at least 36, 37 DK points. He could get there, especially given today's matchup. But he might be sort of a risky play. I'm not sure if he's really a guy I'm trying to jam in on this slate. I think point guard, I'm either really going to like try and pay up here for like Curry, Westbrook maybe if he plays, but not sure if I want to pay $12K for him. Mainly Curry here, especially Durant's out. Or we can try and find some value. I think Josh Hart, really good play today, 5,500. He is one of my 5 plays. I was on him pretty heavy the other day against the Suns. He had a really nice game. Played 31 minutes against the Suns, put up 39 DraftKings points, was only 4,700, so he crushed value. The price tag has started to catch up, but just with the minutes that Josh Hart's been playing lately, with how consistent he's been, he's put up 40, 36, and 39 DK points his last 3 games, 35, 39, and 31 minutes. Just against this OKC team a couple days ago, Hart put up 36 DK points in 39 minutes. So I do like him here. Even though he is priced up, I think he is still a good option we can go to at 5,500 if you want to try and save it, point guard or shooting guard. And then looking for the cheap value, like I said at the top with Westbrook, if he misses today, Raymond Felton just 3,400, probably going to be one of the best value plays on the slate. Good chance Raymond Felton plays 25 to 30 minutes if Westbrook's out. Felton already gets about 15 minutes a game with Westbrook playing. If Westbrook misses, you would think he's going to get at least 10, 15 more minutes. And Felton is a guy that when he gets minutes, he can definitely get you the fantasy points. So I do like him here. If Westbrook misses, really good value option, just 3,400. But that's what I'm seeing for point guard options that stand out to me. So moving on to shooting guard. Looking up top here, you got Bradley Beal, DeMar DeRozan, guys we could consider paying up for. Not a big fan of Beal today. Tough matchup for him. Going up against Boston, I'm not sure if he's really a guy I'm trying to jam in on the slate. Same with DeRozan. DeRozan's never really a guy I feel like I have to have. I definitely want to spend my salary on Curry today if Durant's out. Just probably not going to be paying up for shooting guard. I think like the 6K range is where we do have good options. CJ McCollum seems a bit underpriced at just 6,800. Going up against the Hornets, not the best matchup. But McCollum can definitely pay off this price tag. You really only need about 33, 34 DK points from McCollum. And on the year, he's been averaging 34.6 DK points. So It's sort of a cheap cash play if you need to use him. Just feel like he's kind of a bit underpriced. I think he's able to pay off this price tag. So 6,800, you could play McCollum in that mid tier. You could also play Brandon Ingram as well, a guy that's been playing really well lately. Sort of been facilitating this Lakers offense, been playing point guard, been putting up the DraftKings points his last 3 games, 41, 32, and 42 DK points. So been very consistent. The minutes are going to be there for Brandon Ingram, and he did just put up 32 DK points in 36 minutes against this OKC team a couple days ago. So you can play Ingram in that mid tier. Him and CJ McCollum are 2 guys I see that 6K range you could play. You maybe could go to THJ now that Porzingis is going to be done for the season. But I think I'd rather play Beasley. I think I'd rather go to Kyle O'Quinn. Since Canner is out, I think those are the guys I really want to get exposure to from the Knicks. So maybe trying to go cheap here at shooting guard if we want to find some value. You can maybe play KCP, just 4,800 against OKC. KCP has been seeing close to 30 minutes a game lately. The production's always going to be inconsistent for KCP. You never really know what you're going to get from him. But if he plays 25 to 30 minutes, he can definitely get you 25 DraftKings points. He did put up 25 DK points in 29 minutes against OKC just not too long ago, just a couple of days ago. So I don't mind KCP as a value play if you're going 5K and under. You obviously have Raymond Felton here, who is a great value option if Russell Westbrook misses today. But that's what I'm seeing for shooting guard, at least value options that really stick out to me looking at this slate the night before. So moving on to small forward and looking at this position, I think this is a position we do want to consider paying up for. Paul George, if Russell Westbrook is out today, going to be a really good option we have to consider. Even though he is priced up to 8,800, there's a good chance PG is easily able to pay off this price tag if Russell Westbrook misses. Just going to have to do so much. Carmelo Anthony, also questionable as well. So if Melo and Westbrook both miss, then Paul George might be a lock on the slate. Even at 8,800, it's going to be hard to avoid him if both of those guys are out today. So he is someone I'm going to be keeping my eye on. Definitely going to be keeping my eye on that Thunder situation. Going to be watching their news, keeping up with that news throughout the day, seeing if Westbrook and Melo play. And if they are out, Paul George, a great option to consider paying up for. But this is another position where we have good mid-tier plays. You have some of the guys I've already talked about. You got Michael Beasley, who I think is just a great play today at 6,300, going up against the Raptors with Porzingis off the court. Beasley going to be the number 1 guy pretty much for the Knicks. At least he's going to make himself the number 1 guy. Whenever Beasley gets his hands on the ball, he's going to look to score. And you take Porzingis off the court, Beasley just going to do so much. DraftKings was already sharp with the pricing and priced him up to 6,300. If he was like 48, 5K today, he'd be pretty much a stone lock. I think he's still a great play, even at 6,300. Beasley has so much upside when he gets the minutes, and you would think the minutes are going to be there now that Porzingis is going to be out for the season. So do really like Beasley in that mid-range, 6,300, going up against the Raptors. And then going for value here, like in this 5K range and looking sub 5K, Hazonia is another value play I like today at 5,300 in a matchup against the Hawks. Great matchup here. Aaron Gordon already knows going to be ruled out for today, so Hazonia will most likely start for Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Simmons is also questionable as well, so if he misses, more usage to go towards Hazonia, more opportunity for Hazonia if Simmons is out as well. Just when Aaron Gordon has missed this year, Hazonia has started. He has gotten at least 25 to 30 minutes a game with AG out. And in a great matchup against the Hawks, I think Hazonia pretty likely to pay off this price tag, just 5,300. I think he is still a tad bit too cheap, so I like him as a value play you can go to at 5,300. And then looking 5K and under, Jeremy Grant, really good value play today. If Carmelo Anthony misses, there's going to be some minutes to pick up for Grant if Melo's out. Grant will most likely play in the mid-20s, close to 30 minutes if Melo misses. He did play 35 minutes their last game against the Warriors. Steven Adams did get into some early foul trouble there, so that was kind of one of the reasons Grant got a lot of minutes. But even in limited minutes lately, even though he's only been playing like 20 minutes off the bench, he's still been putting up the DraftKings points, 30, 30, 23, 29 DK points his last 4 games. And if he's going to see any sort of a boost here with Melo missing, I think he is a guy we have to consider for value, just 4,800. But that's really what I see for small forward for value play. So let's go ahead and move on to power forward. Look up top here. Definitely have a lot of injuries up top here. Kevin Durant, questionable. Draymond Green, listed as questionable on DraftKings, but he's actually probable. So Draymond's expected to play. Aaron Gordon, Enes Kanter, both of those guys have already been ruled out. Not really sure if power forward is a position I want to pay up at today. I think there's a clear value play here that's power forward and center eligible. It's probably going to be one of the biggest locks on the slate in my opinion. But if you do want to pay up here, like you could play Draymond against Dallas. Definitely not a guy I'm really trying to jam in on this slate if he plays. You could play Julius Randle against OKC. Randle's been consistent lately, pretty much giving you about a 30-point floor. He's gotten the minutes lately. You could play him at 6,600. But this is mainly a position I want to try and find some value. And there's a value play here that I see that I think is just pretty much a lock today. He's only 4,400. Kyle O'Quinn, always scary to say Kyle O'Quinn's a lock, but at 4,400, with no Cantor, with no Porzingis, with Willie Hernan-Gomez being traded, Kyle O'Quinn really the only healthy center and really the only center that the Knicks have right now. There's a good chance O'Quinn has to play 30 or more minutes here. And anytime O'Quinn gets minutes, the guy's going to produce for you. He's going to score. He's going to grab rebounds. He'll even get you some assists as well. So at just 4,400, I think O'Quinn, one of the best values on the board today. You can obviously fade him in tournaments, but I think if you're playing cash today, O'Quinn's just the guy you need to start off your lineups with. Too cheap. The minutes should be there with all those guys injured for the Knicks. I think O'Quinn is easily able to pay out this price tag as long as he can stay out of foul trouble and things don't go wrong for him. But I think that's pretty much it for power forward. Like, pretty gross position. I definitely want O'Quinn here. If I'm not playing him as center, I'm going to be playing him at power forward. There are other guys you could consider, like if you want to play Biyombo against the Hawks. That's a great matchup, but I know Biyombo's minutes have started to trend down lately. He's only been playing like mid-teens, 20 minutes lately. Not sure if we really want to go there. I think you're playing O'Quinn at this position. If you're going cheap at power forward and he's eligible here, he's the guy that I think you are going to today. But that's it for power forward, at least the options I really see that I'm going to be playing. So looking at center today, starting up top here, you do have Dwight Howard, who you could pay up for at 8,300 going up against Portland. But I'm not sure if Howard's really a guy I'm trying to jam in on this slate at 8,300. I think there are other studs. If we just look at the studs we can consider paying up for, much rather have like Paul George. If Westbrook misses today, or even if just Melo misses, I like PG. Love Steph Curry if Durant's out. I think Curry the best stud on the board if Durant misses. I think I'd even prefer some of these mid-tier options. Just not sure if Howard's really a guy I'm trying to jam in. Not sure if I'm going just up top as center in general. I think this is another position. We can go to the mid-range, or you can just play O'Quinn here. But in this mid-tier, you could play Steven Adams against the Lakers. That's a really good matchup. Adams hasn't been giving you crazy upside lately. You look at his last 4 games, just 23. Did have a nice game against the Pelicans, 42. 29, 33 DraftKings points the last 4 games. At 6,700, I'd say you want at least 33 to 34 DK points, and Adams can definitely get that, especially against the Lakers. You could play him in that mid-range. You could also play Julius Randle as well if you want to go to him. Good chance Jusuf Nurkic has to play minutes here. Since he's going to be going up against Dwight Howard, they're going to need a guy with size to play minutes against Howard. Nurkic did play 25 minutes earlier this year against the Hornets. Anytime Nurkic sees 25 to 30 minutes, I think you can consider him, especially when he's just 5,800. That seems like a little bit too cheap of a price. But then after Nurkic, looking for the value at center, I think it's pretty clear if you're going cheap here, you're going to be playing O'Quinn. If you're going 5K and under, you could also play Dwight Powell as well. I know he's been starting lately, has been seeing some nice minutes, has played 28, 31, and 29 minutes his last 3 games, 17, 31, and 27 DraftKings points. So he's kind of been consistent. He is priced up to 4,500, but I think Powell is a little bit too cheap for the minutes he's getting. He is a guy that when he gets minutes can definitely produce for you when it comes to fantasy. So you can play Powell here, but mainly O'Quinn is the guy I want if I'm going cheap at center. I really think that's it for center, guys. I think that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the vid. Hopefully it helped you. If it did, just make sure you drop a like and make sure you subscribe as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT, or just leave a comment down below and I will get back to your question as soon as I can. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck tonight on this slate, guys. Peace.